Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. This game is just getting very, very, very dark. I'm just gonna get straight into this because I feel like I haven't done much. I know what happened. I know who did it, but how do I bring them in? What am I doing here still? Am I supposed to be making a change to the city? I don't know. What else is supposed to be happening? Like, okay, I can't overpower them. But somebody here has a weapon.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
How is you looking at the photo tied to the lynching? Fine, let's return to it later.
Better not tie the forestay to the batstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with. That's the man who was killed. Better not tie the forestay to the batstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with. That's the man who... Better not tie the forestay to the batstay on this. Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. Why? By throwing off half a century of foreign domination under the Coalition. Unfortunately for you, the Coalition also leases you the
This
right
is
to police
ridiculous.
West Revachol.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot.
But I am derailing us. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator.
No way. She's more.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all...
Wait. She just admitted that the lynching and the strike.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Jean-Luc, my race mentor. So the strike is connected.
Yes, I believe there is a connection. Oh, so you've met him. Has he beguiled you with his...
My colleague has his peculiarities. Let's not go into...
Of course. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd...
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the...
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior
This isn't the first time the union has gone...
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant
kidding me.
concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
What happened to
Mr. Clare
Gaumont?
told him to... How did he put it?
Well,
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
not
Keep
cool.
in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before. There are
are the
leaflets
demands?
everywhere, and banners. What are they? Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board. Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
An opening gambit, surely.
So I hoped. But this type of opening is usually followed by a more reasonable offer. I've yet to hear one. Just the same nonsensical slogan. And now, people are getting linked.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about...
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out. No, wait. The chief negotiator heard it from a man at the gates. Surely the Wild Pines Group has more effective channels of information. After all, 2,200 people are on strike. This is a big deal for them.
The scabs? You mean the huddled...
Don't let her answer it herself.
If these strikebreakers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates...
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Interesting. What do you think of
Everard
Everard?
Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the world.
She's being sarcastic. Don't take her performance literally.
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have...
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. Have you seen him? Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, any organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is... Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
This is who I'm looking for.
disappeared.
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
This is who I'm looking for.
Her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence, Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the Union's files.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just...
Of course. How else can I help? That's the man who was killed. Better not tie the fourth day to the Bat's Day on this. You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
I didn't.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, at corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
So it's very clear to me that this...
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verm myself. How could I stop you? Are we not...
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what... Tell her she'll like you for it.
If I tell her how much... I don't want to let her know that I lost my gun. I don't want to tell her that I'm doing things for him. Like, errands. But, if I tell her that... I'm going with the borscht. I'm gonna regret
Did
it.
you now? What sort of borscht is he making? The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, why,
Yes.
if I may ask, why make them more dry?
Yes, Detective. What were you hoping to accomplish with this strange thing?
Very curious. A very curious thing to do.
Truly. But that's how he operates. He just does things, and then talks about them, even if it's inappropriate.
Wow, I
What
feel that.
else?
Damn it, I'm gonna have to tell her about everything to get her on my side.
Oh,
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle. He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns.
incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Yes.
Please don't get him in a loop. If he gets in a loop, it will last forever. Ask him to...
That's wrong. You totally slander us. Maybe you've gotten into what
Of course. Thank you for the advice.
the lieutenant will be more lenient toward sharing those, hopefully.
Okay, interesting.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that.
No, I mean like a real
Oh
door.
my.
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
That's good to hear, Detective. Police work is rarely pretty, but it sounds like you did what you had to do.
The bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal. And it was not for nothing. I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
Naturally, Detective. There are lighter topics to gossip about. Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there. Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've all
She is more defensive about it.
full of ghosts and ancient memories. Sounds like he has you running errands. Ah, yes. I've been a youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help. Yes. I'm
She is more
full of ghosts and ancient memories. Of course, Detective. Until then, is there anything more lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
It remains a mystery what you mean by...
Glad to have been of assistance.
Wow, you work hard. I know you're in a hurry. Oh, yes, you hustle. Oh, yeah, look at yourself. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. A little. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer. You didn't log that in as a donation either. You don't log any of that shit in. Yeah, you're in the set. Can't say that. Wasn't easy. He did. Sure. Are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why? Look, the immigrants are cool. The immigrants play cool. Boo-hoo. The Gart man has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn. Don't play the victim. Think. Hustle.
Listen, I really
Think
just
with your
don't
head.
care.
That's right. Our tax is almost non-existent in the Gotham estate. That is right. You and I both. 98%. What are you? This
I just
guy's
want
a
to
pro-
just go talk. I want to get out of this. I don't care. Wait, can I talk to you?
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
Where else do I go from here? Where do I go from here? Can't do that. Find a way to the secret passage. I am the worst investigator ever.
Whoa. What a bridge with loose net. Guess so.
I'll take my chances. I just. Alright. Go to this woman. I think it was a woman, right? Yeah.
Hello?
Who are you?
No one. I'm just the well.
If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to... It is. I know you are. Mm-hmm. What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go. Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers.
My husband? No, he's not. I don't know. At home now?
Where is this going, officer?
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back to
Maybe
books.
your children are missing. Maybe you're...
The woman before.
I'm so confused. What else could I do here? Well, if I go in here...
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Oh, that's the tear machine.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Is this...
what else can I do? Well, I guess I could go...
You see several. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display. A colorful display. The bottles wink there, in that.
I would like to do a game where I just garbage run this and see what happens, but... Alright, my only other option, in my opinion, because I already failed this how many times, so what if I go talk to this guy again?
The unpromising race pupil returns. I am not the first line of defense.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him.
Fine. They have recently fallen under the... Find out for yourself.
Interesting.
There is nothing funky. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss. Tibere Vasoli. The unpromising race pupil returns.
I wonder if that would have worked. There's no way that's gonna work right now. So what else can I freaking do? There's nothing in here. Wait a second.
A lorry stuck in the windows, fumes of heavy fuel oil waft. The driver, a large it is the seal of royalist era.
I have a feeling I'm not gonna get what I need to out of that. What else could I possibly do? Technically, I guess I could go back over through here. What else am I missing? Must be more. Must be more. What am I missing?
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You hear someone walk. You hear a poor communal.
Did you have
Let's go.
It's generous.
I just want to find more things.
Hello again, officers. Ooh. Not only have you found my address...
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me. Does anyone, in a city like this,
It doesn't have to do anything at all.
The inspiration will come to her once hell is set loose on the streets.
I am
It's
so
too calm.
lost.
Shoot, Piggy.
So lost. The amount of lost I am. What else? That's a start.
There, working class drunk.
I do not understand. What the heck I am supposed to be doing. What if I... Okay.
An old call box. East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area. An off-key.
Kudos! Please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Please don't do it.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. This button looks new, but someone has removed.
This button looks new. I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't been connected yet. Is it?
It's okay, right?
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind? Oh,
Relax. He's merely joking.
ha! No, they usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty sure is like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. Not unless they've illegalized.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
It's like, whatever.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Maybe you should.
The RCM is a self-managing organization that... Yes, but do...
Some pretty wild. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. They want to keep that money flowing in, my man.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side.
Anything else? Yeah, us lorry drivers. Not my thing.
What's better than chasing Trev? He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics, but those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why?
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. Gotta guard the stuff.
A rhymesmith? This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of speaking.
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire. Wait, there's something...
Whoa. Silent communion.
Of course.
Or did you learn it in school? More importantly, who can prove if you did? Go with it.
Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours. Fucking A! It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it. Yeah, I guess I owe you...
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Formidable.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
I'm okay, man.
Maybe the full-on, direct approach wasn't correct. Why does art inspire you?
Now it's turning into a kind...
Dang it.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I'm an entrepreneur of good.
You glance around at the...
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
It is, yes.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and hyper cool. No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. Anything for you. You mean these delicious pre-packaged shells?
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
No problem here.
Wait. Humanex. Humanitarian aid.
What?
A convincing performance.
Look, officer, I'm just the
Interesting.
Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Very...
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized.
Oh! Speaking of, could I You keep coming back. That's good, officer.
You find your... The box smells like...
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand.
something...
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
-1, the shivers. You give me less of the shivers.
Gotta prepare for springtime, right? Haven't you heard, officer? Very...
Excuse me. I have no idea what I'm doing at this point. I'm just going around. Oh my gosh, please let there be something useful somewhere.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Why? What's this?
Oh, that's the headless phone rider. There's been a lot of...
He doesn't elaborate on these wrong hands.
I've heard about it.
Yes, there are several... The headless 57...
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
They're not all blue. These
Which ones?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well. One, especially just make sure it works before you buy it. A typical Martinez streetlight.
I don't know why I bought that, but... I have no idea why I bought that. I have no idea what's going on. What is the shivers? I don't care about the shivers. But I get +1 to the shivers. I just wanted something to give me authority. Well, go. Go where? I have no idea. It feels like there's only one thing.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Alright, what if I go back to what's his face?
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending. It's not strange. Who told you that? Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was short. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Do I try this again?
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly. You touch the dead man's body.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then. Good question, I know. What is even the electric?
Indeed. Refrigerated meat is much better.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. I like it a lot, brava. Do I remind?
A child born with Muller's disease, Harlequinism, grown up, miraculous.
No, not quite. You sure wriggled out of that one. Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my friend.
Where's perception at? Interesting. Is there something that heightens my perception? No. No. Interesting. Well, I wish there was something that would help me with perception. Gosh, I should go get more of that moral stuff while I'm thinking about it. What else? What else? What else? What else can I do? I don't have the ability.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but Los Ardis? They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all. We're negotiating. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. Never grateful. All of it.
This seditious talk sounds like communism.
No. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Just the way the world works, Boyadero. I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. I guess you can.
By that, you mean?
By heavens, why would he know the old man is corrupt for our benefit? And we know it. Appreciate it even. He is reasonably loud. Besides that,
This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today.
Sure.
The look in all that of a noble peasant, no. No, the man sits on the railing. His
Right to work! Right to work! When a beats
this is he silent.
when a beats me,
This fine.
on we can.
I have a quick.
You think they follow because I.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What's it to you? Big mess.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Worked at
Pretty okay as far as lies go.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. On it, we came.
I have a question.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. What's it to you? Am I a sucker?
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick to worked at.
Pretty okay as far as lies go.
Uh-huh. It was a long time. What's it to you? No. Don't think we've met before. I came.
Every once in a while.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the worked at.
Pretty okay as far as lies.
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
What the heck am I supposed to do? This is ridiculous. Alright, you know what? Screw it. I'm not feeling the authority check.
The man looks at you.
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even...
Gosh darn it. I just want to be able to do whatever I'm supposed to, and my golly gosh, I am not. What am I doing? Give me that bottle.
This is the night watchman's.
Maybe I should. I don't know what to do. I do not know what I shall be doing. Oh, excuse me. One more bottle. What if I just talk to you again?
Mr. Dubois, now, what can Everard Clare do for you today? What? Harry, how could...
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, I trust you.
He's hiding his real reaction beneath.
Thank you for your understanding.
You too, Lieutenant.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
What? Oh, how could I forget your little side project? Well...
So do I. That's one tasty brew.
Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you. Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just... I have so much confidence in the ability of your...
Yes, yes.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your... But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now.
Would he?
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know. By all means, Harry, what's on your mind? My dear Harry, I rarely do, Harry. My dear Harry, you...
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way.
That got me absolutely nowhere. What am I supposed to be doing?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. At 12 to 40, the youth, it's going to be awfully close to the...
I'm no property lawyer.
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient. There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months.
I should have. Evrard probably has that. However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything.
An intricate web of the pattern still kind gone. For you, someone who knows about the front of this quarterly, because please to your after rifling the pages with the magazine is divided into several sections. International comrade, but only 4 issues. So please, if you value our radical mazo,
what do you
you flip back to the front of the this set you all whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that. Apparently, the material you flip back to the front of the magazine. Unsurprisingly, you skim. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent. According to you flip back to the front of it takes a moment. Why? As you leaf through the tip-top tournée, you flip back to the
I don't know what's going on. Let's see here, what else can I do with my great expenses? What do you have to say?
Oh, hey, mister. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Okay, no, he's not gonna be any help. I already know where all the workers are. They're on strike. Why is everything...
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly. Why are you even trying to open a door?
Why are you? Are you satisfied, detective?
Yeah. I'm not satisfied at all, thank you. If anything, I am just growing progressively more angry. What else can I do? Like...
file cabinet stands hundreds of, and the same you already went through the drawer slide.
There is nothing here for me. I should buy more of the moral stuff. That is something I should be doing. No matter, I'm gonna go do this.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into
$2.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
Okay, here. I hope Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Ah! I want it to be Wednesday. I want it to be tonight. Over.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see. Sadly, what I can do for you is answer some questions. On the contrary,
They must have someone in an over...
I suggest you go back and canvass for more suspects. On the contrary, officer.
They must have someone in an overlook position near the...
I suggest you...
Oh my god, is it that frickin' dude?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
The unpromising raised pupil.